Yep, that's that song again. That's the Bombers' victory song. So you know what that means.
Love it.
Been hearing that a lot this year. I like it.
Like
But that means that your Bombers won again this weekend. Good morning, hockey fans all around the Great Lakes Hockey League, and welcome to Bombers Live. I'm your host, Johnny B, along with my co-host, Copa Walker and Doc Walker. We're coming to you live from the Bomb Shelter studio like we do every Sunday morning throughout the Great Lakes hockey season. So, Bombers started off with a Friday night tilt down in Monroe. That was their first game this weekend. They had two of them. They went down there, got off to a quick lead. They scored the first 3 goals in the first period. Tanner Trigstead, who's only been with the team a few games this year, but he started off quick, got them first goal unassisted, got them on the board 1-0.
Some new guy, rookie?
Yeah. Yep, good to see him back out there.
Yeah, nice for Trig to start getting it going again.
Yep, it's good to talk to him last night. Good to see you out there this weekend, Trig. Second goal for the Bombers, number 13, Tom Lindgren, assisted by Dan Schultz. That put him up 2-0. Yep, number 9, Dan Schultz, then got himself a goal after getting the assist, and he was assisted by Shea the Tank Klitsky and Russell the Professor Johnson, number 24 in your program. So that got us to the end of the first period on Friday night, and the Bombers were up 3-0.
It's pretty good.
Good start for the road, yeah.
Great start.
Monroe was probably reeling. They didn't know what the hell to do.
Yeah, I don't think they did. Yeah, that's a tough game to win. They didn't have a lot of people on their bench again for whatever reason. A lot of these teams this year, they don't seem to be having a lot of players on their benches.
For a home game.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. So, like I said, 3-0 after the first period. Second period started off. Dusty Jonason got a goal, assisted by number 12, Cole Weiser. And then Marshall, Shea's brother, we'll just call him Marshall. Number 5 in your programs, folks. Awesome guy. He got a goal right away then, assisted by number 27, Tom Green. And number 33, Danny Sheehan.
Did you say Danny Sheehan?
Danny Sheehan got himself in the score sheets, folks. That's right. That's right. Start the presses, spread the word. Danny Sheehan got an assist, folks. From what I heard, it was pretty smooth. Slicker than a baby seal is what I heard.
Slumps over, eh?
Yep. Apparently. It was good to see him out there. So he got the assist on that one. And then Shea, number 3, he got himself a goal of his own, assisted by Russell Johnson and his brother, Marshall Klitsky. Little brotherly love there.
Yeah, I see that. So
then with the Bombers up 6-0, Monroe finally got themselves a goal. Number 4, our old buddy, Ryan Raming, assisted by number 28, Mike Miller, and number 11, Gottlieb Brandy III. That was their first goal. But then West Bend came back. They got one from number 8, Quinn Connor, assisted by Dano. Monroe came back, got another one, number 12, Carl Vanko, assisted by number 17, Colton Craigo. So at that point it was, what do we got? 8-2 at that point. Just rolling, you know, for the Bombers. They got another one, Russell the Professor Johnson. He got himself a goal, assisted by Shea and Dano. And then Monroe scored the last goal of the second period when they saw number 17, Colton Craigo, and number 77, Taylor Johnson, with the assist on that one. So that got us to the end of the second. Bombers were up 8-3 at that point. They're pretty much in cruise control.
Yeah.
You know, at that point, I think you're probably looking to put in Krieger, you know, let him see a little ice time, get out there and get a little exercise, right, Krieger? Yeah.
And they always seem to bring it real hard in the second period.
Yeah.
They feel the team out in the first, see what they're doing, probably maybe get a couple in the net, but then they hit the gas pedal in the second and light them up like it's Christmas.
It's floodgate time.
Yeah.
Gotta like it.
So 8-3 after the second, then Monroe would score the first goal of the third period. Number 22, Phil Haas, assisted by Gottlieb Brandy III. Number 11, West Bend would get a goal then from Dusty Jonason, assisted by number 10, Tanner Trigstead. Point for him, yep. And number 16, Connor Jonason, Dusty's little brother.
Little brother.
Yes, good to see him.
Get on the tally sheet.
He got a goal later in the period too, he did. Assisted by his brother.
Get out.
Yes, one brother assisted the other.
That had to be very cool.
Yeah, a little brotherly love. Yep, proud papa at home, I'm sure. Tom Lindgren got another goal in the third as well. Carl Vanko got another goal for Monroe. But that was about it. You know, it was pretty much a whooping. Monroe goalie number 20, Matt Zapp, allowed 11 goals on 50 shots.
Wow.
I mean, looked like a game of dodgeball out there for him, man.
They were shelling him.
Swiss cheese, eh?
Yep. While West Bend, Brick Wall Billy, number one in your heart, number one in your program, had a real good weekend. He did give up 5 goals, but Monroe has been scoring some goals, and Billy picked up the win.
On everybody, Johnny. It doesn't matter who you are. They can score.
Yeah,
Billy
stopped 21 of 26 shots in that game and gave the Bombers an 11-5 road victory down in Monroe.
That's beautiful.
So yeah,
that was asked for much more than that.
Yeah, that was the Friday night game. You know, they were looking pretty good in that game. So then we had a game Saturday night. Last night we came and laid down a little whooping on Portage Lake.
Hey,
they came into our building
in 5 weeks.
Shout out to Portage Lake though, real nice group of guys. You know, they came out. Last night's game saw the West Bend Bombers get on the board right away. You know, they scored the first 3 goals in the first period. You had one by Russell Johnson, assisted by Dan Schultz and Shea Klitsky. Second goal was by Dan Schultz on a power play. That was assisted by Russell.
Beautiful.
And Tank Klitsky. And the third goal of the first period to put Bombers up 3-0 last night's game was by our team captain, number 19, Scotty Holtz.
Scotty.
Steve Klug and Gervino had the assists on that one.
Yeah.
So
Scotty was looking really good last night. He was playing real hard.
Both games this weekend. 3-0 Bombers after the first period.
Very good start. Way to get on somebody, on top of somebody, and control the game.
It's nice to see them jumping on somebody early this year.
Yeah,
definitely. And especially in some of these. Now we're getting later in the season. The boys they're looking pretty good.
They're starting to gel. They're getting their line chemistry.
The lines are getting good consistency now.
Talented, very deep squad we have this year, guys.
Yes,
a lot of talent.
liking it.
So then, second period last night, first goal was scored by number 20, Dusty Jonason. Was a short-handed goal, a little shorty there.
I love that.
Love shorties, yep.
It was a sweet goal too. It was a sweet goal. I got that on feed last night, so check it out if you ain't seen it.
Devin Stumer and Tanner Trickstead had the assists on that one. Then Portage Lake finally got on the board. Wyatt Geschel. Keep that name in mind for later, folks.
Wyatt Geschel.
Number 7. He scored, assisted by number 24, Olson. Got the assist on that one. Bombers would then see Scotty Holtz and Dusty Jonason both score goals. Assist by Cole Weiser. Gervino had another one. Stumer had another assist. And Tanner with another assist there.
This Gervino kid, he's turning out
Rob,
to be pretty
yeah.
good.
Rob Gervino, yeah.
26, I think, right?
Number 26, yeah.
Yeah, he's looking really good. Good pickup for the Bombers this year. And
the 3 young guys, Dusty's little brother, Gervino, and who's the other guy, Johnny?
Stumer.
Yeah.
These young kids, man, they're
hungry.
Good job this year.
I like the energy.
They're looking good. They're a good mesh for our team, so keep up the good work, guys.
So, end of the second, and number 24, Russell Johnson, the professor, he would get his second goal of the evening. So, at that point, we had 3 guys with 2 goals.
I know, man. Wasn't it great?
Dusty,
we had the hats ready to throw at that point.
We had our hats stacked up, and the sieves were flying. You know, we had the calendars out there flying for these guys. Gotta say, the PLP goalie, he really took our razzing really well, and
he did.
He geeked us up and was trying to tell us to bring some more to him. So
yeah,
we kept it up until he got pulled, and then his buddy came in.
Phil Matilla, yeah, he was having fun playing back and forth with us. I like that. You know, they take the chirping, they understand that, you know, we're just giving them crap because they're out on the ice against our team. That's what we got to do.
Good guy, Phil. Thanks for coming in and entertaining us last night.
So, third period last night's game, I saw number 4, Brian Zeidowitz for the West Bend Bombers. He didn't score too much. It was good to see him get on the sheet. Scotty Holtz with a very nice pass on that, kind of an unselfish play. Scotty could have tried to score there and get the hat trick. I think he probably could have, but typical Scotty. He's a team player. Yes. You know, that's what you love about him. You know, he passed it off and got the easy one for Zeidowitz. You know, Klug also assisted on that one.
Yeah, Scotty, he's all business. He don't care about the accolades or any of that. He just wants to win.
Yep. One more goal, number 23, Devin Stumer, also scored in the third period for the West Bend Bombers, assisted by Gervino and Scotty Holtz. And then finally, to close out the scoring, number 24, Russell the Professor Johnson. School was in session. He got the hat trick. Third goal of the night. Sure. Hats were flying on the ice. The referee had to come over and pick him up. He had a smile on his face. No, he was laughing. I think he appreciated that there's actually fans out there that are into the game that much where they actually realize when somebody gets a hat trick. So that's good to see. I think the players enjoyed that.
I think other teams like coming to our building.
Yeah, we bring it for sure. Goalies in that game, number 30 for Portage Lake, Phil Matilla, like we said, real good guy. He allowed 4 goals on 25 shots. And then he gave way to Trevor Lowney, who gave up 6 more goals on 29 shots. So, yeah, neither one of them really had too much luck. I mean, against our high-powered offense, they weren't looking too well. But, number 1, brick wall Billy for us. Man, he looked solid last night. He stopped 44 of 45 shots against him. Only gave up 1 goal, and he looked stellar.
Which is pretty good considering I think Piles had like 10 people on their bench. So putting up 44 shots is pretty good.
He faced some tough shots,
They had some wind. They had a little bit of wind for him.
Easy, better watch out. Billy's looking like
No, Billy is in form. He looked good. I mean, we got 2 goalies playing at that level. Watch out, guys. So, but
That's what's up.
that wrapped up the Bombers games this weekend, folks. We also want to give a little shout out to Coach Tim Holtz and team manager Tiffany Rhines for sharing stats and updates when they're on the road
Thanks,
games
guys.
that we can't be at because, you know, some people got to work for a living.
Some people got to work,
Yep.
yeah.
What are you going to do?
And family obligations.
Yes, sir. We also want to thank Bears fan Laura Weiss for sending us updates through Facebook and keeping us informed of other games going on out in the league, so
Thank you,
we
Laura.
can tell all you folks what's going on
Right.
Sunday morning. You don't have to search around on Facebook. You don't have to message. We do that for you. You just tune in here. We'll tell you what's going on.
And thank you to all the fans that put the scores for the other teams since it ain't on the G all the time. That we appreciate it, so we can inform you all.
And then also a big shout out to Bombers fan Christy Marie, Josephine, and Chad. They went and they made like some zipper pulls, some hair bows.
Yeah, got 2
all
hair bows
kinds
for my
of-
daughter.
All kinds of merchandise that they bought
Magnets.
the stuff for, made them themselves, and they donated them to the team, and all of the proceeds are going to go to the team. I mean, it's stuff like that that makes me proud to be a Bombers fan, because it's not just us doing stuff, it's the whole group.
Well,
You
that's
know,
what
it makes
about,
it fun.
Johnny.
It's like a family, and
Yeah.
that's why we love this league. So,
And it's really cool of her to do that, and it helps our team and keeps our team going. So appreciate that, Kristen.
so before we turn it over to Copa Walker, this next song is our intro. This is a pizza eating contest song for Russell the Professor Johnson, who had a hat trick. Yeah, definitely.
He had Jack's Pizza in 3 minutes and 33 seconds. So
To this song.
anybody who thinks they can beat him, take them on and tag them in your video. Share it on Facebook.
So without further ado, we're going to turn it over to my co-host, Copa Walker, from news throughout the rest of the Great Lakes Hockey League. Copa Walker.
Thanks, Johnny. It was another amazing weekend in the G. Lots of good games going on. Lots of people clashing. You name it, it was going down this weekend. No serious incidents with police that I know about, or anybody getting 50 penalty minutes in a game. But you know, lots of good action out there. I hope everybody got to see a good game, and I know we caught a good game last night, at least by our standards.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll start out with Calumet and ER. ER went up to Calumet, and they only had 10 skaters. So unfortunately for them, you're going into the Coliseum with 10 skaters against a real good Calumet team. Probably not gonna do any good. I mean,
That's a tough road to hoe right there.
No Otto brothers even made that trip.
Really?
Yeah, surprisingly.
Mr. Clean didn't make it. Mr.
No.
Clean and the Clean team.
Well,
They must have been too busy fabricating stuff or something. I don't know,
Right.
but
They're busy.
ER would get on the board first with Doc's guy, number 21, Houseworth. Would open up the scoring.
Alex.
So, you know, put a little pressure on Calumet, make them skate a little harder in front of their guys. And then, little way through the period, number 11, Logan Rastello and Cheese.
Oh, sure.
He would get him another one. He is having an amazing year.
Good year.
And then 40 seconds later, number 7, Jim Bray for Calumet would get on the sheet. So now, very quickly, they're leading 2-1, which is what Calumet does, man. It don't matter. You could get a couple goals on them, and they're not out of it. They're coming. They're
they'll keep
coming for
playing.
you.
Good young squad.
And then captain number 2, Jeff Urkala, would get a power play goal to close out that first period. So now they're up 3-1, looking pretty good. You know, they're in the driver's seat. And then ER would come about trying to get back in the game, and Derek Tijon, number 23, their captain, always a good scoring threat, will get an unassisted to open the second period. And then Devin Smith, number 22, followed by number 4, Eric Busano, would score for Calumet.
That's a cool name, Busano.
So they got a couple more. Calumet got a couple more, so they're trying to keep their lead, you know. And Tijan would score again to close out the second.
Not a shock.
Yeah.
So they're still in it. ER's still in it.
Sure.
Like I said, they only have 10 skaters, so, you know, tough to do. And then rookie sensation for Calumet, number 14, Ed Bering would get a goal.
Ed Bering.
And then, of course, number 11, Rastello and Cheese does it again. And he gets another goal, and Calumet walks away with a 7-3 victory in
Sounds
the
like
Coliseum.
he's delivering liquid gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, liquid gold.
Liquid gold.
Definitely. Okay, and then next game we had was Mosinee was playing De Pere Friday night.
Oh boy.
Yeah, unfortunately for De Pere, you know. And a name we haven't mentioned this year too much, number 14, Alex Racino would start out the scoring.
Oh.
I think he's been
Little
occupied.
hiatus.
I
Yeah.
think he was occupied.
Little
Racino's
hiatus.
back on the scene.
He had some personal shit going on, and it looks like
Good
he's
to
got
see
it
him back,
finally
yeah.
taken care of. So welcome back to the G, Alex. Good to see you. And then number 13, Eric Velo. Number
Sure.
24, Dan Dellenbach. And number 7, Nick Bush will get some more goals. So makers are just all over these guys.
Rolling.
Just rolling. So that was second period. So, I mean, De Pere was hanging with them in the first. I think they only brought a very short bench as well. Maybe 12 guys.
Wow.
So, I mean, good luck to you.
Slaughtered him.
Slaughtered them. And then third period would ensue, and the Tom Lenz show would start up. Tom decided to make his presence known,
Yeah.
and he would get a goal. And then at the 10:06 minute mark, De Pere would finally get on the board.
Yeah, all right. Who got that one?
Jeff Lambert, number 19.
I wonder if Zach Turney got any more penalty minutes this weekend.
Not sure. Not sure.
I haven't talked to him yet. I'll have to
like-
reach out to him.
We know that score wasn't posted, or it was posted, but I don't think Zach even played in the game.
Oh.
Don't remember. It's not my job to look up the goalies. And then
Wow.
Tom Lentz, after that goal, would get 2 more for the hat trick.
Wow.
Really?
Hattie.
Not a
And
surprise.
the way we started the game is the way we finished. 14, Alex Racino would get him another one. So Alex
Wow. Making his presence known, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll do that.
Alex is back, and
Yeah.
he got 2 goals in that one.
Wow.
So good for Alex. Welcome back to the league.
Yep.
Okay, and then Mosinee and ER would play an exhibition game at the Dome.
I thought we were done with
Yeah.
exhibitions.
Sick of these exhibition games. It's late in the season, but you know what can you do? And unfortunately, this one doesn't count in the standings because ER won that game 7-4. So,
What?
Yeah, ER beat Mosinee. Maybe they didn't bring a lot of people. Who knows?
Exhibition.
You know, but Mosinee don't care because it was an exhibition. So
Yeah.
ER got a little win there, 7-4. Their fans were a little happy, but don't count in the
Right.
standings, guys. So unfortunately, that's too bad. Another, and I thought would be game of the week, serious game. Wish I had the stats on this one. Was Calumet at Marquette.
Right.
I know Marquette had 3 lines because my condolences, guys. One of the guys had somebody in their family pass away. So
Oh, that sucks.
Wow.
sorry to
that's
hear
terrible.
about that. Hope it works out for you guys, and you know it's sad.
Yeah.
So good luck to you guys on that. But Calumet ended up pulling out the win, 7-6.
Wow. That had
Cal
to be
beat
a good one.
MNRQ.
Calumet won, and number 3, Cody Carlson, had the game winner in that one, with 4 minutes to go. So it was a close tilt.
Yeah.
I know
Well,
it
we
was
did
2-2
say that was
after
game of
one,
the week by far.
and these teams went at it up there at Lakeview. So
Wow.
good for them.
So now we just need Calumet to lose the game, and we're in there like swimwear.
Right.
yeah.
Well,
It
anything
will
can
happen.
happen. We'll see
Anything
what
can
happens.
happen.
And we haven't played Calumet yet, so that's going to
No.
be a really great game when those guys get
Can't
together.
wait.
And our last game of the weekend was Monroe and Fondy. Very light. Each team had like 9 skaters.
What?
So not even, barely 2 lines.
I'm sorry, but why are... I had a home game where you only got 9 guys.
That's what they had. And some of these guys probably never left the ice all night. You know what I mean? They're just
Right.
out there all night.
60
So
minutes.
I'm surprised the score was as high as it was. I don't think either team was playing any D, but first period, Joe Beloke, James Goodfellow, and number 17 Goodfellow, 3 Beloke, and Denton Beanovich,
Dianovich,
or Dianovich. They would score for the Bears.
3-zip, yeah.
Some Monroe player scored, too, and then...
Yeah, I only heard about the Bears goals. And
yeah, that's all we know. Thank you, Laura, again.
Yeah.
And then after 2, Monroe actually got into the game, so maybe they had a little Rhinelander in the intermission. I don't even know.
Spotted cow.
One of the two. You know,
Was Paulie Morris in the lineup?
I didn't see.
don't know about Paulie being in the lineup. Don't know who was in attendance.
We'll find out probably tomorrow.
I'll
or
talk to
something.
Brad. I'll get at the bottom of it.
But Goodfellow would get his second goal of the game in the second period with the score at 4-4.
Goody mob.
So
Yeah.
looking pretty good for each team. You know,
4-4, you say?
4-4. They're
Yeah.
both in it.
Yeah, so they came back.
So we
Tried to
go
make
to
it a game.
we go to the third, and Monroe would get 2, which wasn't quite enough because the Bears would get 5 goals,
Holy Christmas trees.
including a hat trick for Mr. James Goodfellow.
Yeah, hat tricks
Ah,
for
it's
Goodfellow.
Hattie.
A lot of Hatties going on in
Yeah.
the league this weekend.
Yeah.
Some good hockey.
Nice to see.
Yeah, so that was our amazing weekend in the G. Hopefully everybody got to see some action and lots of good games. And please, guys, get those scores posted. We
Yep.
want to inform the fans of your teams a little bit more.
Yeah. So, speaking of good players, I just wanted to mention before we move on to Doc with his coveted Goon of the Week and Civ Central Awards. Portage Lake came down last night. Real good group of guys. I know a bunch of them watched the show. You know, sure, we chirp them hard as hell on the ice, but, you know, they get it. They get what we're doing. We get what they're doing. And they came and brought us a beer last night. So, boys, those of you that are watching,
PLP,
PLP, you guys are good guys, man.
salute to you,
act,
Pios.
Thanks for the
Salute to
beer.
you.
Thanks for watching. So, now we can turn it over to Doc, who's going to see who's knocking who out for the Goon of the Week award, like LL Cool J, and see who our Civ Central is, a little bit with the standings. My man, Doc Walker.
All right, folks. Well, Johnny, we'll get right into the Civ right off the bat. And this poor fella, what can you do when you're at a home game and you only got 12 guys skating in front of you? And the bomb squad comes to town?
12 on Friday, 9 on Saturday. What's going on?
How unfortunate.
Maybe everybody in the whole team played between both games, though.
I think so. Okay, boys, and the Civ is Mr. Matt Zapp of the Blues.
Zap got zapped.
Zap got zapped.
He got bombed.
Swiss cheese. Yep. Looked like a game of dodgeball. He was just trying to get out of the way, apparently.
Wow. Terrible.
Civ,
Maybe
11
he's got
goals.
some. Maybe he's got some old pads.
Right. Okay. So now, let's get to the Goon of the Week.
We've
shall
been having
we?
a heck of a goon. Last week's winner had what, 50 penalty minutes?
50
Holy
penalty
shit.
minutes.
Kyle
that
McCullough
guy.
got a 5-game suspension for that debacle.
Yeah.
That's it, 5 games. So
Yeah.
I mean, you can
One-
attack anybody and you only get 5 games. I think
Wow.
it's kind of ridiculous.
I think that should have been league
Hey, that's
suspension
not our
for the
call.
rest of your
right, we don't make
that's
those
not our
calls.
call.
It's not up to us.
Nope.
So
Well, anyways, who is
Hey,
today's goon?
but the Goon of the Week is Wyatt Geisel, number 7 of the Pios.
Yes, number 7. We saw him last night. Nice beard, though.
Yeah.
he was
Nice beard.
Yeah.
he was flying around out there,
He
and
was.
he was making some big hits and some plays for them too. He also was he the goal scorer?
Yeah,
yes,
he did have
he
a goal.
was the goal scorer.
He did have a goal.
And it was 2 minutes for roughing boys, 5 minutes for a face mask.
Him and Sheehan got into it.
Oh, yeah.
You better watch out messing with Sheehan.
And of
oh,
course,
boy,
the
I'm
10-minute
telling you.
game misconduct, which gets you an automatic seat to the frickin' back to drinking some beer, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Maybe he went and had a Busch Light.
he may have. They may have.
I know they
had
like him.
lights. They like him.
They like the blue smoothies up there in Houghton.
How's the league looking now, Doc?
Okay.
We had some action this
So
week.
we've had some shakeups.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Marquette lost, like you said, which we by our standpoints, we needed that to happen. So let's just run it down where we're at here, boys. Okay, Mosinee still on top. They're 8-2. Okay, 16 points.
Yep.
Cal's tied with them, 8-1, and they're looking really tough.
Yeah.
Rastello and cheese. Just
And that was
Yeah.
a big game for them to beat Marquette.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, you knew that was. Oh man,
that was the matchup. by
haven't seen
far.
video on that.
Cody
That would've been
Boudreaux, is there any video out there? We'd like to see
Right.
it, man.
cool. Mhm.
Okay, so now the Bombers, they've all of a sudden moved themselves up into third place with Marquette losing this weekend. We're
Wow.
at 7-1, boys.
Wow, who would have thought that, eh?
Very
Yeah.
nice, very nice.
Boy, I'm surprised that they're at the top of the league.
Still
right
one
now.
loss.
Yes,
that
one
road
loss.
Yep.
And against Marquette.
Yeah.
Now Marquette slipped a little. They're 6-2-1, but they're still only 1 point behind the Bombers.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
right there.
So, and then we got Fond du Lac, 6-3.
Yeah.
So your top five is shaping up pretty well. Everybody's
Very
pretty close right now.
Very
Anything can
close
happen.
in the
Yeah.
standings.
Yes.
It's going to be all about who doesn't make the tournament at this point, I think. Who the odd man out is at the end.
Right. Okay. Then we got the Dogs at 3-8,
Who were idle this week, so
Yeah.
they need to regroup as it is anyway.
Yeah,
and they're over halfway in the season. They only got 9 games left.
I know.
They better get it together. But whatever, they're probably playing for the tournament anyways. We got ER 2-5-0-1 with 5 points.
Yeah.
Monroe's at 2-7. Sorry, PLP, they're at 1-9.
That's
What's
rough,
happened
man.
to that squad?
I like those
man?
guys, man, but
It's a
they're
tough
not.
year. They're playing short bench a lot of their games.
I
I
mean,
don't
they've
know.
been top 5 team the last.
Yeah, they just beat us
4
for the
years.
tournament championship 3 years ago. I don't know.
Right.
And then they won it back to back. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah.
They don't seem to have their chemistry like they used
They
to.
don't.
Maybe they'll get it together towards the end of the season or something.
Good
once
luck,
tournament
Piles.
time.
We'll see you up at Calumet.
Yeah, we'll
Yep.
see you boys.
We having a
up
beer
there.
with you up there.
And De Pere 1-7. So at least we ain't saying that they're nil now. At least they got that one.
Everybody's
victory.
got to win, yeah.
Right. Okay, so that's where we're sitting now, boys.
Yeah.
And that's,
What do we got coming up next week?
What do we got coming up? Okay, Friday night on the 26th. There we got PLP against Marquette at Marquette.
Tough one.
Yeah,
Tough
that's
one.
going to be a good game.
Get your
Should
gut.
be a
Call
good
your
game.
team. Get everybody together and get on the bus.
All the
Make that a
Hunter, get the whole
Make that a
entire
competitive
Pios team go up there and you guys smash those boys in the mouth.
Yeah,
We could
do
still
it.
need some help
That would
on
be
that.
nice.
Hey, then ER against Monroe.
Yeah.
And that's in Monroe. This is an interesting game. What, could Monroe get a win here?
Oh, yeah.
That could be an
They
interesting
could.
game.
Yeah.
it could
Depends who
happen.
travels.
Yeah, it depends how ER hasn't been traveling that well this year.
Yeah.
So
No, they haven't.
maybe if Monroe actually gets some guys at the game,
Yeah.
they could pull it out. Show up for your game, man.
Show up for your game. They're at the Slice. Okay. And then on Saturday night, De Pere at Marquette. Now, it's according to the standings here, it looks like Marquette's going to get 2 easy wins.
Well, they got
Maybe.
Jose starting in the pipes for him, so maybe if they play a little D, watch out, boys. Those guys fly around up there, and watch out for the pocket refs. But yeah, they might be able to hang with them a little bit if they do what they're supposed to do.
Yeah. And then we got PLP at the Dogs. So PLP's got a tough weekend, man.
Yeah.
They got to play Marquette, then they got to go to the Dogs.
We'll see what happens in that Dogs game. Hopefully those guys are putting it together and they'll be ready to get a win, hopefully.
So that's what's going on next weekend, boys.
Yeah. Not only that, next weekend, folks, you got your West Bend Bombers with a Saturday night home game. Saturday night, 8 o'clock, up at the West Bend Ice Arena, Calamarian Ice Center. We call it the Hangar.
The Hangar.
We'll be there. 8 o'clock's your tip time. And
They're
don't
giving away
forget,
pint glasses.
don't forget that they're giving away a Bombers pint glass.
Very
to
cool.
everybody that comes in that's 21 years of age or older. So come get your pint glass. Come see me do the national anthem.
Right.
Come see all the action,
Come
boys.
see Eagle River.
You betcha. All right, folks, that's all we got for you this week. We're off like a prom dress. Until next week, I'm Johnny B, Copa Walker, Doc Walker. We are off like a prom dress. Go!